Ever wished you could control your dreams? You know, like actually decide where they go, soaring through the sky, stepping into a movie scene, that kind of thing.
Sign me up.
Right. Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, the world of lucid dreaming. And to help us explore, we're taking a deep dive into the work of the Rapid Eye Medium. He's an artist who claims to use his dreams as, like, creative fuel. We're talking about his website, his whole deal, the Dreamsmith Chronicles, his dream journal, even a guide to lucid dreaming he put together.
Dreams is inspiration. I'm in. Where do we start?
Okay, so on his About Me, the Rapid Eye Medium, he talks about how he started having these super vivid dreams because of, get this, childhood nightmares.
Interesting. That's actually not that uncommon. You see, for many people who experience intense nightmares, it can kind of spark this desire for control, a way to navigate those unsettling landscapes, you know? That desire, it can actually become a catalyst for developing lucid dreaming abilities.
So it's like turning a fear into a superpower. And that's exactly what he did. He mentions how those nightmares, they kind of gradually transformed. Like he started being able to control parts of them. Eventually, the whole narrative and this whole experience led him to this Dream Views community. Have you ever heard of it?
Absolutely. Dream Views. It's massive. It's like this huge online hub for lucid dreamers, you know? They connect, they swap techniques, share experiences. Some even explore dreams together online, like a digital laboratory for all things lucid dreaming.
Whoa, a whole community. That's wild. It's
Yeah.
like having, like, dream mentors at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got this guy, the Rapid Eye Medium, turning nightmares into art, connecting with other dream enthusiasts online. But enough about that. Let's get to the good stuff, the actual dreams.
Let's hear it.
In his dream journal, the Dreamsmith Chronicles, he's got this entry called The Bat Father. And let me tell you, it is wild. Even for a dream, this one's out there.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity.
Okay, so picture this. He's Bruce Wayne, right?
Right.
But in the dream, Selena Kyle, Catwoman, is his wife, and they've got this, like, grown daughter.
Okay.
And get this, their daughter, she calls him away from, like, this super shady mafia meeting because she is having a total meltdown.
Right.
And the reason? She lost access to her favorite bread.
Wait, what?
I know, right? Dreams.
They don't exactly follow the rules of logic, do they? But that's what makes them so fascinating. That pure, unfiltered expression of the subconscious.
Totally. So, bread crisis averted. Not quite. They go to the cemetery to meet their daughter.
Of course, a cemetery. Why not?
Because naturally, that's where you go to console someone about bread, right?
Naturally.
And that's when things get really crazy. Like, rival gang shows up, RPGs are fired, Bruce Wayne pulls out weapons he had hidden in a grave. It's total chaos.
Sounds intense.
And then it gets really interesting. So he's describing trying to fire his gun, right?
Right.
But it keeps falling apart like Legos or something. And he even writes about how this ridiculous malfunction made him start to question if he was dreaming.
Uh-huh. A classic signpost of lucidity. These little inconsistencies, you see.
So like a subconscious reality check.
Exactly. It could be something as simple as a malfunctioning gadget or something completely illogical happening in the environment. These little inconsistencies can be enough to jolt a dreamer into awareness.
And that's exactly what happens. He sees an RPG about to blow up the cemetery, and instinctively, he uses telekinesis to deflect it,
Yeah.
and bam, he becomes lucid, totally aware he's in a dream.
And that changes everything.
It does. He starts deflecting bullets with his mind, and you can just, I don't know, practically feel the excitement in his writing. Sadly, he wakes up before things get even crazier.
It's always a bit of a bummer when that happens, isn't it? But those little details, even the humorous ones, like the malfunctioning gun, the bread meltdown, they can actually be quite significant for lucid dreamers. Well, they often represent, like, a lack of control, you know, or subconscious anxieties the dreamer might be working through. It's like their subconscious is speaking to them through these odd symbolic events.
Okay, so we've talked about the fun, the adventure, even the, like, downright bizarre side of lucid dreaming. But the Rapid Eye Medium, he doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
He's got this whole section on his website. It's called, get this, Dream Work Research and Development. And in it, he explores using lucid dreaming for therapy and personal growth.
Really? That's fascinating. It's an area that's gaining a lot of attention these days.
Yeah.
Researchers are really starting to uncover the therapeutic potential, especially for things like anxiety, PTSD, you know, even phobias.
So he's taking something that almost feels, I don't know, supernatural and grounding it in, like, real-world application. He even says, and I'm quoting here, lucid dreams can help people with mental health issues like PTSD and anxiety by providing them with a safe space to work through their problems.
I like that. A safe space. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
How so?
Well, during REM sleep, our brains are incredibly active, right?
Yeah.
Processing emotions, memories, fears, lucid dreaming. It kind of gives you this opportunity to tap into that process, to confront those anxieties in a controlled environment where, well, the stakes aren't real.
So instead of being overwhelmed by those emotions, you can like understand them, maybe even rewrite the script a little.
Precisely. And that can be incredibly empowering, especially for people who feel stuck in those negative thought patterns.
Wow. That's really powerful. So we're not just talking about entertainment here. We're talking about taking control of your own like mental well-being from the inside out.
Exactly. And even if someone isn't struggling with a specific issue, this whole concept really highlights how powerful our subconscious minds are.
Totally.
Dreams, whether they're lucid or not, they offer this incredible window into our deepest selves.
It makes you wonder what kind of incredible worlds are hidden within our own minds, just waiting to be explored.
It's a pretty amazing thought, right? This idea that we all have this ability to tap into these vast, uncharted territories
Mhm.
within ourselves.
So for our listeners who are now like totally inspired to explore their own dream worlds,
Yeah, where do they start?
the rapid eye medium, he mentions a few techniques on his website.
Like what? Give us the inside scoop.
Well, he talks about dream journaling.
Ah, a classic. Though some people might think, oh, that's just for, writers or artists.
Right, right. But it's so much more than that.
It really is. The simple act of recalling and recording your dreams, that can actually strengthen your dream recall ability. And not only that, it can reveal recurring themes or emotions that honestly you might not even realize are bubbling beneath the surface.
So you're like training your mind to pay closer attention.
Exactly.
He also mentions reality checks, which always kind of seem fun to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, trying to push your finger through your palm or looking at a clock to see if the numbers change.
I love those. Those techniques, they might seem simple, maybe even a little silly, but they're based on this really cool principle, creating a habit in your waking life that you carry into your dreams. The idea is that eventually doing that reality check in the dream, it'll trigger that moment of lucidity. That, wait a minute, this isn't real realization.
So you're like planting these seeds of awareness in your waking life that can then blossom in your dreams.
Exactly.
Wow. This has been a fascinating deep dive. We've explored the science, the art, the therapeutic potential of lucid dreaming, all through the lens of this self-proclaimed rapid eye medium, which, let's be honest, that's a pretty awesome title in itself.
It's got a ring to it.
But what really struck me is how he uses his dreams, not just as entertainment, but as this source of inspiration, personal growth. It really makes you wonder what incredible worlds are hidden within our own minds, just waiting to be explored.
It really does. And that's the beauty of it all, isn't it? The mystery, the potential for discovery. It's all right there waiting for us to close our eyes and explore.
Maybe the real deep dive begins when we close our eyes and let our imaginations take over. We hope this episode has sparked your curiosity and maybe even inspired you to embark in your own dream explorations. Sweet dreams, everyone.